Hey, feeling young, but they treat me like the OG. And they want the T on me, I swear these bitches nosy. Said he put some money on my head, I guess.
Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'll wait for you to subscribe. I think that's enough time. Since you're subscribed, hey bestie, I'm Chrissy. And today I got a story time for y'all. If you can't tell by the title, about the time I found out the dude I was messing with was gay. He was DL. Before we get into that story time, make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications so you know every single time I post. Make sure you like this video and follow me on all my social media, which will be in the description box down below. Let's get into this story time. A lot of people don't know this story. Maybe like 2 or 3 people know this story. I met this guy online. Let's call him Brandon. And he was, you know, to my belief, just an average heterosexual male. Okay, he was tall, very, very handsome, like, you know, like one of them pretty boys. Like, you just know all the girls got a crush on him. Anyway, I swiped right on his profile and then I was like, okay, let's see what happens. Boom. Later that day, I see I got a match on the app, and I was like, you know what? Let me check and see. I didn't think it was him because, you know, he was just, you know how you just feel like somebody's out of your league, but you just never know. That's what I thought. And y'all can only imagine how excited I was because this man was fine. Sorry to my mans that's watching this now, but he was, you know, this is old. Just disregard this, okay? After we matched, of course, you know, we're talking, you know, the basics, getting to know each other, right? And we feel a little spark, a little chemistry there. So of course, you know, he asked me out on our first date and I was like, no way, I just kind of like got one of the best fish to like nibble on the bait a little bit. So we went out to a restaurant, nothing special, girl, it ain't Ruth Chris or nothing, but we just went out to a restaurant and the date was going well. We was still getting to know each other, just asking about family. One thing I did notice though, during this date, he was talking about his homeboys a lot. Like, I was like, you know what, maybe they're very important to him. I don't know, but they just kept coming up in everything. I was like, you know what, it's the first date, people get nervous, whatever. The first date went pretty well overall, but one thing I started noticing, not just on the first date, but like as we kept talking, he always kept trying to, like, I guess, insert his manliness by repeatedly making sure that I knew he liked women. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just kept saying, like, you know, oh no, I'm not down with that. Oh, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. And I'm like, okay, the pieces of the puzzle should have came together right then with those 2 things, but I disregarded those things. But months later, we were still talking. We weren't dating just yet, but we might as well have been, because everybody pretty much knew we was messing with each other. It just wasn't like an official thing, which now I know why, but back then, you know, whatever. At this point, we were like falling asleep on the phone, hanging out at each other's houses, hanging out every other day, you know what I'm saying? We're just vibing. And at some point in those next few months, I met his mother, and I just noticed that she was like super controlling. She had an attitude with me, and I wasn't really sure why, because I just met you, and it's not like, I don't know, I guess it wasn't like I was dating her son, but I kind of was, you know what I'm saying? But like, I just didn't understand the animosity. That made it really, really hard for me and Brandon to even see each other. Like, she was kind of like stopping it from happening. She was like just trying to keep us separated because she did not, I guess she didn't like me, but I don't know. But it was making it real, real hard for this man to see me. And at first I was like, you know what, okay, I have my own personal problems going on. I'm not too worried about Brandon's issues or why his mom don't like me. But when we did get a chance to hang out, this man would not get off his phone for nothing. Like, I understand, like, I was on my phone too, but like not like that. Like, there's a time where you just put your phone down. This man would not put his phone down whatsoever. And then like, I'm trying to lay on you and you're like turning the phone like this, or you just completely shut it off. And that was giving me cheating. It was giving me suspicious. It's giving, you're playing me. It was a red flag. It was a red flag to me. Like, if you have something, you're hiding, period. We did go to different schools at the time, but like I said, everybody pretty much knew we was messing with each other. And since I did go to a different school, it's not like I could see him all the time, you know, in between classes. I didn't know who his friends really were, how he acted around them, you know, whatever the case was. I was not with this man like all week, like usually how couples are at school. So, I mean, if I was, I bet you I would have known he was a sugarfoot before I found out later down the road. I would have known sooner that this man had some sugar in his tank. He was fruity. I would have known that sooner, because you can tell off the actions. Now, if I would have seen something, how he acted with his homies, I probably would have known sooner. Keep in mind that he was acting real suspicious and real shady on his phone around me. Keep that in mind. It was a regular Friday. The weekend's coming up, so you know I'm ready to see Brandon, to actually hang out outside of school. This Friday, I had a doctor's appointment in the morning, so I wasn't there. You know, typically I'm there earlier. You know, me and my friend Mia, remember her? We're just gonna call her Mia. That's not her actual name. Calm down. Me and Mia usually have our little gossip sessions. And of course, when you pull up to school late, you gotta sign in, you gotta go to class, right? Whatever. I sign in, then I walk over to class, right? Before I even enter the doorway, I get on my phone, I just check it real quick, because once you get in the classroom, they be tripping real bad. They want to take your phone and stuff and call you out. I don't have time for it, so I just checked it before. And I see a text from Mia. It says, "Chrissy, I gotta show you something that I saw. I'll meet you at your locker." When she texted me that, I didn't think it was anything super serious. I didn't think it had anything to do with me. You know, I just thought she had seen something crazy and she was trying to show me. No, that was not the case at all. Since I wasn't there for, you know, our usual typical tea session in the morning, I just texted her back. I was like, okay, I'll meet you then, you know, and I go into class. And everybody acting a little funny. You giggling, snickering, whispering, looking at me sideways, like, what's tea? What's funny? And even when people aren't really whispering about me, when you're whispering around me, I just feel like you're talking about me. So when I walk in and it comes to a complete halt of all classroom activities and everybody's I'm like, what are you talking about? What's going on? I try to ignore it. I get through the class and I'm like, let me go meet with Mia and see what is going on, because at this point she's blowing me up. Like, where are you? I'm walking from the building I'm in to the where my lockers are. So I'm in the hallway and there's people looking at me. People don't usually look directly at me, and they're talking. And you know, I'm minding my business, but like I'm still trying to hear, right? And I'm just walking. The closer I get to my locker, some people walk past me and they're like, I wonder if she knows. I didn't know if they were talking to me or about me, or was that for me? So now I'm getting a little antsy. Okay, I'm getting a little antsy because I don't like that. I don't like to not be in the know about things. If there's people laughing, like, what's the joke? What's so funny? Because I want to laugh too. Tell me the joke. I get to my locker. Mia is in a hurry. She's like shaking. Her hands are shaking, trying to open her phone. I'm just like, girl, what is it? She's like, hold on. I'm just about to show you. I don't want to tell you. I just need to show you. I'm like, okay. She be doing a little too much. So I'm just like, just tell me. You could have told me in text. She was like, nah, you need to see this. You need to see it. I could not prepare myself for what I saw. I'm still not prepared. She opened her phone she opened her phone. She shows me this video. I'm looking at it and I see Brandon and some guy doing very nasty things to each other. Very XXX rated things. What did Cardi B say? I spit on his mic. Now he trying to sign me. Brandon must have wanted to get signed real bad. Let me just say that.
Oh my God.
He was given that Slurp 3000. Let me tell you something. I was in shock. Nothing could have prepared me to see that. Cause knowing that I was with this man, when I tell you after I seen that, I got my books from my locker. I went to my next class and I didn't talk for the rest of the day. I didn't talk to Mia, I didn't talk to nobody. And this man, Brandon, is really sitting up here texting me too. And that's how I know he already knew the video was leaked. I knew it because he was texting me real weird, like he was trying to see if I knew something, see if I was acting funny, see if I've seen the video. And I didn't text back. I needed it to marinate, to just settle in, because it wasn't clicking in my head when I see, like, it was shocking. Like, that's the most embarrassing thing ever, is finding out your man is gay. There's nothing wrong with being gay, but like, I was messing with you and you just did me like that? He was texting me trying to see if I knew something, but I acted like I didn't. It was Friday and I knew I was gonna see him either that day after school or I was gonna see him the next day, Saturday, the weekend. I was like, let me play my part, let me act it out, because remember when I told y'all, he was acting real shady on the phone, and I was like, this is gonna kill me if I don't figure out what's on that phone. So I was like, you know what? I can play it out for another night, another day, but I'm gonna see what's on that phone before I say anything. I was able to see Brandon that very next day. We were at my house, in my room, chilling. I didn't know the password to this man's phone, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to try to sneak it or something. I was trying to see the password. Mind you, it was already awkward. I just gave this man a hug. I didn't give him nothing else. I tried to play it off, but it was real weird. It was real awkward because, like, I know you be touching magic sticks. Like, I know what you do. I don't even like going through people's phones because, baby, have your privacy. You know, God is gonna show me some other way, but I don't want my feelings hurt from looking at your phone. I'm gonna find out some other way. But this time, I had to do my due diligence and I had to act as an FBI agent and I had to investigate. From the moment he walked in the door, I was doing my FBI duties, okay? I was trying to, you know, give him the little side, I wasn't trying to give him the side eye. I was trying to be as, like, normal as possible. But when he wasn't looking, I was trying to do a little side eye to see the password. I'm surprised I didn't get caught because, like, I feel like my side eye is really noticeable. Maybe y'all can tell me. Hold on. I just feel like it's so noticeable. It's noticeable. I ended up getting the password though. When I got the password, I wasn't even on no like slick stuff, like wait till he goes to the bathroom. No, I went to the bathroom and I locked myself in. So this is what happened, right? This is my bed right here. The door is over there. There's a bathroom connected to my room over here. So he was sitting on the bed on the edge over here, okay? So once I got the password, he was on his phone. I'm just acting casual, you know, act like I'm about to sit down. And I grabbed the phone and I run to the bathroom and I locked the door. I mean, what was he gonna do? Like, he's in my parents' house, in my room. He gonna make a scene? No. But this man was knocking on the door, talking about some, unlock the door, Chrissy, you know, open up, just let me explain. Like, I don't need an explanation, you know, I've seen all I need to see. I just wanted to get in the phone because it was gonna kill me if I did not get in his phone. I was gonna think about it constantly. I'm typing in the passcode, this man steady knocking at the door, talking about let me in, unlock the door, let me explain, blah, blah, blah. So I went to his messages, I went to his Instagram, I looked through his apps, I went through his photos, anything I could, for real, anything. And I could not believe what I had seen. Remember in the beginning, he was constantly talking about these homeboys of his. Well, that's the first messages I looked at. Those messages, as soon as you open them and you go to the information tab and it shows all the links you've sent and all the pictures, it's filled with eggplant pictures. It's filled with private area pictures. The messages that the boy is calling Brandon daddy. I also found the video that Mia showed me earlier. With that, I had enough. I seen enough. I didn't need anything else to see. Like, I already knew it was done. Like, I wasn't stupid, but I seen enough. I seen enough for myself and I was through. The last thing I saw in the phone was the messages between Brandon and the other boy, right? So the other boy was like, you know, I want you to post me, like I want us to be official, you know, like I don't want to do this like DL stuff no more. And Brandon was like, you know, no, I'm not trying to do that, you know, very hesitant about posting or doing anything, right? And the other, like I said, everybody knew we was together. So the other boy was doing that so Brandon could come out, right? And basically the boy was like, you know, if you don't come out, I'm about to post this video. And that's exactly what happened. The video posted. I don't think Brandon really knew he was going to do that, like really post the video, but he posted the video. After I seen all I had to see, I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't even mad for real. I wasn't even mad. I was disappointed though. I just didn't expect it for real. Like, be upfront with people. Be upfront, be who you are. You don't have to hide that. You know, I know coming out can be like really, really hard, and you know, you can get judged and your family might, you know, disown you, things like that. So that's why I wasn't even mad for real. But I was just like, be yourself and don't bring other people into this mess. I came out the bathroom and I didn't even make a scene. Like I said, I wasn't mad. I was just disappointed and I was sad, low key. Like, that's really upsetting to figure that out. And I'm just glad it wasn't like a long time that we were like messing with each other. I'm glad it didn't get that far, but I'm also just like, this didn't even have to happen. He was apologizing, he was apologizing and apologizing and apologizing. And I was just like, I forgive you. I forgive you. It's cool. There's no bad blood between us. But you need to learn to be yourself and don't be with a girl ever again just to cover up or just to make a facade that you're straight and you're doing this DL stuff behind their back, because that's really hurtful. It's real hurtful and embarrassing. Really, it is embarrassing for real. Obviously, this man was not comfortable with his sexuality and expressing that. So I didn't make a scene. I didn't make him feel bad. I was just like, you know, it would be better if you were honest. And there's nothing wrong with being gay. There's nothing wrong with that. But you need to be straight up with people, you know, because you're dating women just to make it, or maybe he was bi, I don't know. But don't, like, I made a main point, don't date women just to make a facade that you're straight when you're doing DL stuff. If you're bi, let people know that from the jump, so at least you being honest. Other than his apology, I didn't really let him get a word in. I was just like, you know, it's cool, but you gotta go. But fast forward, I got over it. And looking back, I think like a week or two after that situation happened, I did look up Brandon's Instagram and it was deactivated or deleted. And no, it wasn't blocked because I got a backup page just for lurking, just for snooping that nobody knows about. You don't even know the username. And his page was still deactivated or deleted. Like I went to our messages on my main page in the DMs and it says user not found. So I was like, okay, sometimes that means you're blocked. So I went to my other page and his page was nowhere to be found. So I think he was a little embarrassed about that, but yeah, I did not tell anyone that story for a long time. It's just embarrassing. Like, you know, like, no. That's the story about how the time I found out the guy I was messing with was gay or bisexual. He was down low. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, please, please give a like. Make sure you also subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notifications. And don't forget to follow me on my social media, which will be in the description box down below. And I will see you guys in my next video.
On my name, turn to soil, and I grew up